TLO, what's poppin'? We are on Twitch. We are not live, but you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells, man. Let's continue to grow the family from Chicago to the UK. Even though I have moved to Miami. My bad. I'm gonna edit that out. This is Sacha Cohen Relives times he went too far. Alright. I didn't know he ever felt he went too far. This is all news to me. This is on my second channel, so go ahead, watch the whole video, please. Thanks.
This is quite... I've actually interviewed him when he was being himself, so this is a first for both. You come here. Already you don't know what to do, being yourself.
I have no idea.
Well, no,
this is
genuinely.
a terrible decision.
Well, does it feel strange not being a character in front of an audience for you?
Yes, it feels bad. It feels bad. I'm regretting it.
But I would have thought being those guys, because they're such weird comic.
Let's get to it.
Certainly takes a certain amount of crazy confidence.
Well, the problem with Borat originally was...
Oh, man.
Am I right?
Yeah, that was an interesting decision. That was... If you see, the nipples are covered.
Yeah.
It's kid-friendly.
But that is old school sexy.
Yeah.
So being yourself then, what kind of when you are out as yourself, because I think of you, you're a smart person without doubt, but do you fit in with Hollywood crowds well? Are you at ease with other famous people? Or,
No.
hiding?
I'm very scared to be next to Amy, firstly.
Good.
But I've spent a few years in Hollywood and it's been a disaster, actually. Because socialising has been very difficult for me. I once went to a party the first week I was there and Jim Carrey was there. Wow. He was complaining about being single and suddenly there was quite...
My bad if you hear the clicking sound. It is actually the ceiling fan this time. Or it might be the mic. I don't think it's the mic.
An attractive woman went past and I go... Complaining about being single and suddenly there was quite an attractive woman went past and I go... She was looking at him and I said, what about her? She looks like she's up for it. And he goes, that's my daughter. So...
Yeah, that's cringy. Why is your daughter at a Hollywood party with you? Yeah.
So basically I don't go out in Hollywood. There are about 20 more of these. There are about...
But let's talk about Ali G was your first kind of really successful creation.
Yes.
Now, when he was first created, he wasn't even called Ali G, was he? I believe it was just a generic term you had for him.
Yeah, well, we actually shot it, I think, in the next studio to this, the 11 o'clock show, back in the 90s, back in the old school. And originally, they came up, they said, we want to do this character called the Youth.
Wait, the what? Somebody put it in the comments, because I don't know what he said.
I actually never thought Ali G was but, although he did play with his beast. And so I came back, I said, what about this character, you know, and came up with the name Ali G. Yeah. So if you were talking to some very important upper-class person, they'd think that he could actually be that thick.
Yeah.
So we were playing to their prejudices.
But I guess
some psychological levels. It wasn't just big knob jokes.
Yeah. But I guess at the same time as well, you were relying on and playing off of what is, especially in this country, a certain innate politeness.
Yeah, well, it would happen in America as well, you know. So what I'd do is I'd go into the room and someone like Pat Buchanan, he was a Republican presidential candidate.
Yes.
I'm almost positive that they're going to save his biggest regrets or relives. He went too far at the end.
No, who made me?
Yes.
This is for you. So in America, you know, they were even more polite. So someone like Pat Buchanan, the idea was I'd try and convince him that I was an idiot before the cameras were rolling. Yeah. So I go, yo, you know, it's wicked to be here. And I go, you know, so where is we? And he goes, we're in Washington, D.C. We're in Washington, D.C. And I go, yo, is that near America? And he'd say, he'd go, yeah, that is America. I go, wicked. Oh, wicked. It's great to be in America because, you know, in a few...
I figured, like, it was all about the setup to these things. Like, He didn't just go in. He met them beforehand, and they really thought. That's why some of them look blue already. Like, oh my God, I got to do an interview with this guy. I just talked to him. That's why.
Weeks I was hoping to go to the USA. He'd say no. The USA and America are the same thing. And I go, all right, let's agree to disagree. You say tomato, I say potato. Let's bring this up.
I think I remember this one.
But yes, so when I'd come in as Borat, the first thing I'd do is I go, hello, nice to meet you. I go, can I please make a shit? The assumption was if someone's coming into your house and they're asking to take a shit, you feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
I feel like I do that often in people's houses. Are they feeling bad for me as I'm blowing their bathroom down?
I know you got quite a lot of flack from Kazakhstan itself.
Yeah, they got very upset because I hosted the MTV Awards as Borat.
It's funny, I have 2 friends from Kazakhstan. Like, literally, you only know, they only come from Kazakhstan. They're not first generation, second generation, or anything. They're born in Kazakhstan. They're first generation. And they both look the same. It's crazy.
Borat.
Yeah.
Bad. They both look good. Like baddies. They both look good, is what I'm saying. Anyway.
And I pretended that their Prime Minister, Premier Nazarbayev, came on. I go, no, Premier Nazarbayev. And I got on my knees and I kissed his crotch.
Yeah.
And they got very, very angry and they decided, we are going to show this is not our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister did not go on to MTV Awards and get oral relief from Ebola. So they ended up spending about $30 million in a campaign to prove that they were the real Kazakhstan.
And that Borat was not.
Yeah, but meanwhile, what I decided to do was they got so angry that their Prime Minister, Premier Nazarbayev, actually flew to Washington to complain to the American president. So I heard he was coming, so I thought, bugger this, I'm going to Washington. So I found out the half-an-hour window.
Wait, why did he go to the... Oh, because the MTV Awards, America.
Where he was going to be outside the Kazakh embassy and in the White House. And at that point, I decided to throw a press conference outside the Kazakh embassy, pretending to be the real Kazakhstan.
The ultimate troll on any character that he can present. These don't sound like regrets.
I want to say this is Sacha Cohen. This Jew comedian is not a real Kazakh. He is controlling the media.
Did you know that you can make a full-time income?
He should make just 2021, just bring every character back, man. Bring every character back. It'll be a vibe.
But what strikes me is that what you're doing actually, although very, very funny, is also quite dangerous, I'd have thought. There must have been, I mean, they take that seriously. You must at times feel like maybe it could go too far. Maybe you would be in actual danger.
Yes, well, there were some times, where things got a little hairy. No pun intended. I'm above that. That was a pun in English.
Oh, I see, yeah. Thank you. We wouldn't laugh there either.
Yeah.
I love her. She's funny.
Yeah, or whatever. But yes, so, it would occasionally get a bit hairy. There was a time we did this cage match at the end of this movie for Bruno. Bruno was this gay Austrian character. That's him. Anyway, the idea was we built this ultimate fighting arena and we had like 2,000, how would you describe them? Sort of quite violent people in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah, rednecks?
Rednecks,
yeah.
rednecks, thank you. I wanted you to say the offensive term rather than me.
That should get out of jail card right there.
Exactly. And then basically the idea was, I had a lawyer, and he was actually based in India. We had all these sort of Indian lawyers who...
Why is your lawyer based in India?
Well, cheaper. cheaper, much cheaper. You know, we had literally one guy, he was like the expert in Arkansas law, and he'd go, well, in the case of Mackenzie against the state of Arkansas. By the way, that was actually the way he spoke. And that became the basis for a character I did in Madagascar, King Julian. I like to move it, you know, so...
I never realized how many movies he was in. Now it's just all hitting me. Like now he's just been sitting here.
Wow, this person's very quick. Yeah. So, but basically, he said, all right, he goes, whatever you do, I'm going to make his accent English now. He goes, whatever you do, he's going to be American now. Whatever you do, okay, not a very good American. Okay, he's going to be English. He goes, whatever you do not cross a state line and incite a riot, because that's a federal offense, imprisonable for 5 years. I go, well, the problem is, I am crossing a state line in order to incite a riot. And the idea was that me and my boyfriend in the movie, as opposed to my boyfriend at home, would basically...
Wait, what? No issues. I didn't know. Maybe, I don't, okay.
Have a fight and then start kissing and have close to sex in the arena.
So you're in front of Ultimate Fight fans.
Yes. And I start kissing my boyfriend, we're making out, and the lawyer said, you know, kiss on the mouth, but not, you know, you cannot kiss on the nipples. I'm like playing with the nipple. And he gave me these 15 laws, you know, the finger must not be close to the rectum. Open, and I got open palm. Is open palm all right on the anus? Open palm is fine, you know. And so we start making out, and you know, all the time his hand's getting a little bit close to my rectum, and I'm taking it up. And then basically these guys started throwing these metal chairs in, and I'm lying with him on the floor, and I'm thinking, I see the first chair land, and I'm thinking, if I lie on my back, I can move him from side to side and touch the chairs. I go, this is easy. But, yeah, got out of there.
All right, let's talk about your new character, Nobby. He stars in the film Grimsby. It opens on the 24th of February. I've seen it. It's very funny. Tell us about him and who he is and where he comes from.
Well,
Never heard of him, but I don't want to go too further into this.
Thought who would be his ideal.
We got what we came for. TLO, leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells. Nobby, I'm just going to go look him up on my own time, and I'll come back.